I should have done this months ago when this trailer first came out, but I want to talk about the teaser trailer, the second one for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I know I talked about the Comic-Con footage, but I'd rather talk about the trailer as well. Now, I actually want to talk about the other two teaser trailers. The first one barely teased anything. I mean, what you saw was the storm. You saw BB-8, which is on practical effects. I mean, talk about amazing. There's like this dark, ominous sense, this dark, ominous voice you hear in the first one. And it cuts like to black sometimes. I mean, and you see some great footage presented. I mean, like you see, like the first one, you see the stormtrooper, John Boyega, who is just like, he's just like, you know, he's shocked over something. I don't know exactly what it is, and he is on Tatooine, and, you know, and he's kind of trying. He doesn't really know anything about the surroundings, I guess. I don't know, something along those lines. But one thing I can say is, but however, it got even better once you saw the stormtroopers like in the ship, like lining up on the ship, possibly about to, probably about to attack or heading to the battlefield or something like along those lines. You don't know much about it. There's a sense of mystery behind a lot of the scenes going on. And I like that. It's just, it's vague, which is one thing it helps. It helps you pump up for the excitement. It pumps up for the excitement without revealing much, and I like that. Sorry. But one thing I can say is also you see these X-Wings flying. And also you see, well, I think it is now, it's Kylo Ren and his lightsaber with those two other ports, like probably exhaust ports. It's more the shape of a sword, actually. It's kind of cool. I don't know what the big issue is. I think it was kind of appealing to me. And if you're gonna complain over something small like that, calm down. I know you're being such a crazy fanboy. You want everything to be perfect, but no movie's perfect, man. Calm down. However, it got even better once you heard the Star Wars theme and you saw the Millennium Falcon flying past flying towards the X-Wings and probably flying past them. Just hearing that theme and also hearing that and seeing the title pop up, there was no episode 7 on there, but it obviously will be called episode 7, the title scroll, because I mean, why not? It was just absolutely awesome. However, I think the second one even did more, because it did reveal some other details. Well, there was also like a hovercraft or something like that in the first teaser trailer. Daisy Ridley was on there. It's kind of cool. However, I want to talk about the second teaser trailer more, because that one was actually pretty freaking awesome. And in my opinion, it's one that pumped me up more and only revealed one detail that we already knew because of the cast, because we knew about the cast on the internet. It was just nice seeing, Mark Hamill. This one you see Mark. It has that dark, ominous atmosphere, but you hear Mark Hamill narrating, like possibly talking to his successor, probably like his kids maybe, or who knows. I mean, we don't really know anything. I like that sense of mystery. I like that how they're being vague about it. I like that. You just don't know much about it. Like you see Darth Vader's crushed, like partially damaged helmet. It just makes you wonder, like, huh. It just helps. It just symbolizes. I don't know exactly what it kind of symbolizes, but I think it fits well with the atmosphere because it is in a much darker tone, this movie. But also another thing is that it's so. There's a. I mean, it's just known. It just. But one thing I do, and also like. You see R2-D2 for a brief bit, and you even see Luke's and like his robot hand. And you see him passing lightsaber over to a certain person. We don't know who it is because we only saw their arm. We didn't see their face or their body or anything like that, so we can't tell. However, I just like how it's like this Christmas. I know it's not this Christmas. I know it's December 18th. That's a week after my dad's birthday. Seriously, if it was December 11th, That would have been the greatest, and we got the tickets for it. That would have been the greatest birthday present ever. But see Star Wars Episode 7 on opening day. Even better would be IMAX, but I'm not sure if he would go for that. But who cares? It'd be fucking awesome to see Star Wars Episode 7. But what I want to talk about the second teaser trailer is, for one, I mean, you hear, and like, when they hear the introduction, and once the tattoo, and like they remake, I think they redid some parts of the Tatooine theme. I mean, they still have that same flow, but it's done. But the way it sounds is completely different. I think they kind of reorchestrated it. Maybe John Williams did that because John Williams is scoring this movie. Who else would be doing it? No one else. No one else. Anyways, it was just awesome. And you see those X-Wings flying, and you see, for a brief bit, Poe Dameron, Oscar Isaac. And him just being so, just all being like, you know, having so much fun, saying, whoa. You see, there's this, you see, like, all these stormtroopers lining up. Now their design, whatever, I don't really care. I mean, they already have bad aim. Who cares if they look bad? I don't really care. But one thing I can say also is it just also is a cool action scene. But also you see, you see John Boyega and Daisy Ridley and BB-8 running away from something shooting at them. And luckily, Mr. Sunday Movies, like, he's told me that there was an X-Wing far in the background. So that's what was shooting at them. I didn't notice that, actually. Cool, huh? It's really cool. But one thing I can say about that is, also there's even like a scene where, like, there's an action scene, a cool action scene. Hopefully the stormtroopers have aim this time. They probably still have bad aim. But one thing I can say about that is it's just kind of cool seeing all this shit happen. What I mean is, it just looks crazy. You know, all the crazy, like, and of course, and actually one thing I've noticed, like, and also like Mr. Sunday Movies helped me with that too. Like, whenever John Boyega starts taking off his helmet, you can see there's a bit of blood on there, and you can see he's a little bit shocked. So it's possible that he was traumatized by something. But also, you see, and it's just nice hearing, like, you know, this, you know, John Williams, like, music. It's just so soothing. It's purely Star Wars. And there's some fun action sequences. There's a silver stormtrooper, I guess it is. You can see Kylo Ren for a bit. Hopefully Adam Driver can do it. But he is a talented actor, and J.J. Abrams is a great director. Is a successful director. I mean, he's had major success. He brought back Star Trek, so yeah. I mean, George Lucas didn't make every film. He didn't direct every one of them. He directed all the prequels, and he directed the first Episode 4, but that's really it. He's done. You can say it's both good and sad because the creator is no longer making anything else. But the good thing is, like, you know, since one of the fact he's not the strongest with dialogue, it's almost like a bit of a good thing. But for me, it's more sad because the creator is finally lending his hands to other people, and I feel like, oh, may the Force be with you, George Lucas, and may the Force be with you, people. Force you. And hope, and for everyone who's doing Star Wars and continuing the series, and expanding upon it, and of course, keeping it going. May the Force be with you. Also, it's just kind of cool seeing, like, you know, like Daisy really handing out her hand, John Boyega taking it, and of course, you know, like that one stormtrooper chasing Millennium Falcon. It's just so fun to see, and of course, the final scene with Harrison Ford saying, "Chewie, we're home." There's Peter Mayhew, man. And of course, hearing that musical string again. I actually found that it actually was also that same musical track, the same track used in this episode 1, in the second Episode 1 trailer. And I tell you, man, that just left me so happy. Also, when like that hovercraft or whatever that thing was going across Tatooine, you see that Star Destroyer. Holy shit! That really just truly shows the fall. That was like the original fall of the Empire, but also it's symbolic that you may think that the Empire is gone, but then of course this new Force or the Empire or the Sith is coming back once and for all to take power. Guys, I mean, those trailers were great. I mean, they truly feel like Star Wars, because some of them, because you feel like there's some real sets being used. They are doing it. You also the Comic-Con footage. But one thing, it is true, it feels like Star Wars, because not only because I mean the trailers are great, they pump you up for it. They don't really reveal anything, and they just look so much fun. And you see Mark Hamill. You don't see Carrie Fisher there. I don't know why. You see her in the Comic-Con footage, but not in the movie. Where is she? But also you see Peter Mayhew and Kenny Baker, I think, who did the body of R2-D2. Is that Kenny Baker? I think so. Let me look it up. But one thing is true, guys. This feels like Star Wars, and I'm so excited. I mean, for once, I think we might just be getting the film that does it justice. Guys, everyone loves Star Wars. It's been a huge part of our history, and there's no denying that we're getting it. Those trailers were great. I mean, they were so much fun, but also they pumped me up for Star Wars and leave me hopeful that J.J. Abrams can revive the series and, of course, start off the new trilogy on a strong note. Like, get us pumped, like, start it off perfectly, give us a, and of course make us feel like, and of course make it Star Wars, pure Star Wars. Anyways, guys, this is my review. I'm so excited, guys, and you guys are all too, and there's no denying that I will see Star Wars. Everyone will see it. It might have the biggest opening weekend of all time, no doubt. It might be the highest grossing film of all time. That's a little hard to say, but it might just, because Star Wars is so big, and from the way it looks, people are so excited. I'm excited. Everyone is. Guys, my review for the first two teaser trailers for Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. Comment below. What do you think of the trailers? Which one do you prefer over the other? And how excited are you for Star Wars? And do you think it'll be the highest grossing film of all time? Do you think it'll have the highest grossing opening weekend? Do you think it'll break any box office records? I think it will, because, I mean, it's Star Wars. Comment below and subscribe to my channel for more videos.